And what's up, everybody, and welcome back to Celluloid Psychosis. I'm your host, TJ Bowser, and joining me, as always, is the very handsome, very British, the King of Salisbury himself, Mr. Paul Ashford. What's up, buddy?
I am good, thank you. It's been a good week. It's been a
Yeah?
very good week, man. Yeah, should we talk about it?
Yeah, tell me about it.
All right, man. My week started off since our last episode. I had my company conference in
Mhm.
Telford in the UK, 5 hours drive away. I was away for a couple of nights. Had a great time. Caught up with a lot of friends from around the company. It was all good. Came back. Been working hard and had a great weekend. Lots of pizza from our favorite pizza establishment. And we also went to a amazing Sunday market where we had more pizza. Um, Other than that, I've been catching up with some films. Finally watched A Real Pain, which I thought was amazing.
Yeah?
Um, yeah, it's good, man. Really good. Happy to see it picked up an Oscar as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's my week, man. It's been good. How about you?
Man, so busy at work, as
Mm-hmm.
always. Doing a lot of new stuff, exploring some opportunities in life, doing this journey that is local politics. Really enjoying that, being involved as much as I possibly can, going to all of the events. It's it's cool. It's definitely different than what I'm used to, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm sticking with it, and we'll see how it pans out. But I'm here still doing the show because this is what's important. This is still one of my favorite hobbies of all time is talking film with my pal across the pond. And we have a doozy of an episode for you folks today. An absolute doozy. Of course, it is a new month. So that
Mm-hmm.
means Vinegar Syndrome once again. So we'll start things off with our physical media roundup. Yahoo! Okay, started things off, as I said, with the Vinegar Syndrome. So I know not too long ago, we got Forgotten Jolly Volume 7. But you know what? 2025 is the year of surprises, and that is Forgotten Jolly Volume 8, and that features Rings of Fear from 1978, Reflections in Black from 1975, and AAA masseuse of good looking offers her services in 1975. One of Paul's favorites. That is the best title I've ever heard from a film.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah,
Uh, Also from Vinegar Syndrome, Devil Fetus and Her Vengeance from 83 and 88. And lastly, Brimstone in
treacle.
Treacle in 4K from 1982. Paul, that Forgotten Jolly set needs to go
Mm-hmm.
right there next to number 7. And all the other ones.
Absolutely. Never saw it coming, man. I thought they were going to jump to volume 9. I didn't think
Mm,
they were going to do a volume 8.
right? I mean, whoa. Anyway, from Vinegar Syndrome Labs, The Belly of an Architect from 1987. From AGFA, the AGFA Mystery Mixtape Vault. I know you kids out there really enjoy those mixtapes, so yeah, go
Mm.
pick that one up. From Film Movement, Saint Narcisse from 2020 and Mother Couch from 2023. From Film Movement Classics, we got Tarpon from 1973 and The Oldest Profession from 1973.
Mm-hmm.
Music Box Films, The Dish and the Spoon from 2011. Circle Collective, The Visitor from 2024. Dark Star is doing Sapiosexual and Taboo Family Secrets from 2024. And Cinephobia Releasing is doing Cannibal Girls from 1973. Paul, what else?
Shudder are bringing us a spoonful of sugar from 2022 and Birth/Rebirth from 2023. Deck Analog, is that how you say that one?
Yes, sir.
Releasing Sweet Dreams from 2023. Saturn's Core, The Gun Is Loaded from 1989, and Road Rant from 2012. ETR Media are releasing the films of North American Pictures from 2024.
Billy Banks and stuff like that.
I think it might be older stuff than that, actually.
Let me look. You
I
keep
thought,
going.
I actually thought I'd listed them, to be fair, but maybe not.
Way to go, Paul.
I'm pretty sure it's some old stuff from.
So it's actually called American Expendables, the films of North American Pictures. The
Mhm.
award-winning documentary celebrates some of the unsung action heroes of the late 80s and early 90s in the North American Pictures catalog, From Cynthia Rothrock to Bolo Young to Billy Banks, the film explores the martial arts craze in the U.S. and the ferocious appetite of video customers for these titles. Featuring Lloyd Kaufman, John Brennan, Debbie Rochon, Tim Kulig, and James Richardson from director Thomas Seymour. 61 minutes. That's short.
There you go. Documentary. I'm sure you'll be picking up then.
But it also features another documentary called McLeod. That's 24 minutes long. Extended interviews with Lloyd Kaufman and Debbie Rochon, and an 80-minute long action film from 2006 called Fountain of Death. That's one of the special features. Because why the fuck not?
Absolutely.
Well, boys, that cover's sweet.
Shall I carry on?
Yeah, go.
Carney or Canny are releasing, I can't even pronounce this one, but it's Kiss Up Martyr from 1981.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Kiss Up Martyr. Cinematographer films are releasing
Cinematograph, I call them.
Cinematograph. Yeah, okay, I'll go Cinematograph. Last of the Red Hot Lovers, the T.J. Bowser story from 1972.
Correct.
Die Gelser video.
Yes.
Are releasing 38 Special from 1992.
Wow.
Brainstorm Media coming in with Cora Bora from 2023. And then we have Bleeding Skull, Cannibal Orgy, and the films of JT4. So they are bringing us Blood Beast, Nightmare City, and 10 short movies, all from 1977 to 1985.
Bleeding Skull always has some really interesting shot on video stuff. So if you're into that, maybe that's going to be fun. But if it's from 77 to 85, is that shot on film then?
I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting stuff nonetheless. Low budget, I'm sure.
Definitely. Kino Lorber.
Ooh.
What a slate. We have Kingpin coming to 4K, 1996's Kingpin.
Yes,
what an absolute comedy classic. Vice Squad is getting a 4K release from 1982. Wayne's World 2 from 1993, also coming to 4K.
Excellent.
And this next one was a bit strange. Wonder Dogs from 1898 until 1928. This is a collection of silent black and white featuring dogs.
The fact that this still exists is cool in and of itself.
Yeah, for sure. There's a whole host of different ones on there, but they're all black and white silent stuff. Live Like a Cop, Die Like a Man from 1976. La Tres Sisters from 2025, a brand new one. Crack in the World from 1965. The Empire from 2025. Ramona from 1928. Cool. And finally, something called Mimic from 97. I've never heard
Yeah.
Yeah, 4K UHD. I'm sure that's been on the slate for a long time.
Yes, and a lot of us has been asking for it. If you like Del Toro's films, I'm sure you like Mimic. The giant cockroach humanoids is awesome as fuck.
Yeah.
And to see this film get a 4K release, I'll be jumping on that as soon as possible. So, next up, I'm going across the pond. 88 films, come drink with me in 4K from 1966. The Armor of God 2 in 4K from 1991. Gate of Flesh from 1988. Zebra Man and Zebra Man 2 from 2004 and 2010, respectively. Seven Deaths in the Cat's Eye from 1973. That is a giallo that I believe I have over there somewhere. Good one. Species in 4K from 1995. The Black Torment from 1964. Devil Fetus from 1983. Her Vengeance from 1984. I'm going to assume those are using the same transfers that Vinegar Syndrome are using.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll put some different features on.
Sure, Paul. Sure. Yeah. Which from Nepal?
It will have better picture quality as well, being Region B.
Yes. That's not true.
You said yes.
Okay, so I just want to address here the rumor and the absolute falsehood that Region B has some sort of better bit rate than Region A is a falsehood. It is an absolute fucking lie. And to spread such nonsense and misinformation, Paul, makes you part of the problem. Anyway. That's how serious we take our physical media. Anyway, Full Moon Pictures, Crash and Burn from 1990 and Bad
Ooh.
Channels from 1992.
Oh man,
Paul,
excited for both of those two,
I
man.
was gonna
They've
say
they found the what do you call it? The stuff they finally
Masters.
found the masters. I say, yeah. The
Masters.
masters have been found. Especially looking forward to Bad Channels.
Mhm.
It's got that absolute crazy music video by Psychotic Symphony.
Jesus Christ.
They were like a band that I think Full Moon produced them or something. And they had this one hit that was in that
Mhm.
movie, and I think they kind of disappeared not long after that. But a great film. One of Full Moon's definitely one of Full Moon's best, and obviously Crash and Burn is good as well.
Yes.
Kind of the follow up to Robot Jocks.
So
Yeah,
from Delirium Home Video, we're getting Satanic Sisters from
yeah.
1977 and Rolls Royce Baby from
So
1975.
they're some sort of spin off of Full Moon, aren't they? Because Delirium is the Full Moon
Yes.
video magazine, so looks like they're
It's
bringing up
cool.
a separate label, which is cool.
Let's hope it's better quality.
Yeah.
So, coming from Arrow Video, Steppenwolf from 1974, The Andromeda Strain from 1971 in 4K, I Will Never Leave You Alone from 2023, Jason X from 2001 in 4K,
hmm
and Jason Goes to Hell from 1993. Yeah, if you like
Also
that
in
stuff,
4K.
go get that stuff.
hmm
From TerraVision, Shoestring Slashers Volume 1. This is an exciting one, folks. Phantom Brother, Beware, and Basement Jack. This is so cool. This is like micro-budget slashers put
hmm
into a proper box set, presented in a very boutique high-end way. Shout out to TerraVision for doing something really, really, really cool. I know that Vinegar Syndrome has attempted to do something similar to this with their televised terror box sets and stuff like that, or
hmm
Homegrown Horrors, I believe they're called. But I think this is just that on an even different, like an even more niche level. Cool to see companies going out and doing stuff like this because there's a market for it. And if you like this stuff, you love this stuff. But anyway, from Severn Films, In My Skin in 4K from 2002. From Second Sight Films, The Coffee Table from 2022. And The House of the Devil from 2009. Paul, take it over and finish us off.
Oh, how very kind of
Oh,
you.
yes.
Neon Rated are bringing us Presents in 4K from 2024, which I've still yet to see. I remember we got so excited about that initial trailer. I will be checking it out soon, I'm sure. So
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's streaming already.
Let me check.
I'm pretty sure it's either streaming or it's about to hit streaming. I'm definitely want to be checking that one out. Steven Sonneberg. TJ is checking live. Is it streaming already? I think it might be. Probably going to be in a premium channel.
Apple's loading.
Apple. Apple.
I clicked watch, and that was the first thing that popped up.
Uh,
Oop. Presence gets a release date updated 6 days ago.
hmm
It quadrupled its budget.
That's good news. That is good news.
Presence is now available on demand. Presence is headed to 4K on May 20th. So right now you can stream it on VOD
Nice. There you go.
for
Video on demand.
$9 to rent and $20 to buy.
That's not bad. That's not
Yeah.
bad. Film Treasures from the UK are bringing us The Last Shark from 1981. They've only done a handful of releases so far.
Have I watched that?
You probably have. It's probably got several different
Different name
titles.
over here, and I probably
Yeah,
bought it from a
it's
Severn.
Italian. I believe it's Italian. Shark. I can't say it. Shark exploitation.
Oh, it's Great White. Okay,
Great.
that's the Enzo
No,
Castellari
no.
film. Okay.
No, it's The Last Shark.
Don't start with me, Paul. Don't start with me.
I do like Film Treasures. I've got a couple of their releases. I think they do
Uh-huh.
real nice quality boxes, and they go all out on the extras as well. So
Did you ever see the Jaws 5 release of Cruel Jaws that
yeah,
Severn did?
yeah,
Yeah, it's so
yeah, that was
cool.
cool. It's a good genre of films.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
My favorite
And-
thing about the one that I was talking about there's a Hulk Hogan ripoff character in that movie. Continue, Paul.
Fantastic. Yeah. MVD Rewind bringing out a
Yeah.
new release, Terminus from 1987. Yeah.
Always wanted to watch that.
Yeah, no, I know the cover, but I've never actually seen the film.
Mhm.
Shout Select. I like to call them Shout Factory. Is that name changing
No, so
recently?
Shout Select is a sub brand of Shout Factory, like Scream
Right.
Factory is.
Okay, fair enough. So we have Blaxploitation Classics Volume 1 in
Mhm.
4K UHD. So we are getting, this is quite a big set actually. Across the 110th Street from 1972, Black Caesar from 1973, Hell Up in Harlem 1973, Coffee from 1975, Sheba Baby from 1975, and Truck Turner from 1974. I have
Volume 1
seen,
implies Volume 2.
yeah, and I've seen one of those films. Can you guess which one?
Coffee.
Yep. Well, Pam Grier. Yeah, I remember that when it first came out on
I
is either
think the only
VHS in the UK.
blaxploitation movies I've watched are the Shaft films.
Yeah, you
The
not even
original,
seen
not the remake.
Blackula?
No.
Blackula? No, I saw that one. That's good. There's some good stuff. What Lies Beneath from 2000 coming to 4K from Shout.
That's always
Uh,
fun.
yeah, The Colors Within from
Mhm,
2024.
mhm.
This next one's a bit of a surprise.
It is.
Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow is getting a 4K release
It's a
all the
movie
way
that
back.
doesn't get spoken about enough.
Yeah, I guess it kind of bombed right from
Yeah.
2004. Yeah,
Way too
I've never seen
stylish
it.
for the era.
I've never seen it. I remember it had all the weird. Yeah, the visuals were
Mhm.
like I don't know, I want to say airbrushed, but they were kind of like Sin City style, maybe would
Yes.
be
There
right.
you go.
Yeah, and Scent of a Woman from 1992 is getting a
Yes.
4K release. I believe that is the not Kurt Russell, Mel Gibson film.
There you go.
Yeah. So TJ, what's in cinemas right now?
We got a lot of stuff, so bear with me. Mickey 17, that is the Robert Pattinson movie where he plays different versions of himself that get murdered over
Hmm.
and over again. Last Breath, Dogman, the movie that nobody asked for. Paddington in Peru, another movie that's absolutely going to be a hit classic. Mufasa, The Lion King, the prequel live action film that nobody asked for. The Unbreakable Boy, that is, what's his nuts, that plays Shazam. Uh,
Oh, that guy.
Zachary Levi's
Yeah,
first
yeah, yeah.
foray with his new production company, and it's about his relationship with an autistic boy.
Mm.
The comedy horror film Hard Eyes is still
Hmm.
playing. One of Them Days is also playing. My Dead Friend Zoe, the Stephen King adaptation The Monkey is playing by director
Still want to
Osgood
see that.
Perkins.
Hmm.
The what I believe and Paula has also believes is the fifth Bridget Jones movie is also playing. Uh, the fact that I even had to say that. Uh,
Hmm.
the Captain America Brave New World is out. Yeah, if you like that sort of stuff. Uh, Marvel movies. I'm not too keen on them, but I like what they're doing with this one. The Complete Unknown, if you like the early part of Bob Dylan's career. A Mobile Suit Gundam, if you like that anime stuff. The monkey's on here twice for some ungodly reason. Companion. Yeah, because it is the era of let's have an AI girl in the house and it go completely fucking wrong.
Yep.
Let's take the sex robot joke from Rick and Morty way too seriously.
Hmm.
Paul,
Absolutely.
it was the Oscars this week. Talk about them.
Yeah, the Oscars. Wow, really, the big story would have been the movie Anora.
Oh
I would
boy,
say, bringing home 5 Oscars: Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, Best Screenplay, and Achievement in Film Editing.
nice.
So I watched Anora. I think I've talked about it before.
Mhm.
I thought it was great. My girlfriend wasn't such a huge fan. Has a lot of nudity in it,
She's a
but
sex worker, right?
yeah, yeah. She's like in works in a strip club, and
Yeah.
yeah, is kind of a sex worker. Yeah, but yeah, really cool to see a movie like that bringing home 5 Oscars. However, it did mean that Demi Moore didn't get any Oscars. She was
Boo.
kind of tipped for Best Supporting Actress, or was it Best Actress? Best Actress for The Substance.
Mhm.
However, The Substance did bring home 1 Oscar,
Yes.
which was Best Costume Design,
Mhm.
which is interesting. A film I've talked about on here before, Flow, about the nice cat,
The
brought
movie
home
made
Best.
entirely in Blender.
Really?
Yes.
I always said it looks like a Zelda game, like that sort of animation style from the later Zelda games. Best
It
animated
is a
feature.
game.
Nah, what are you talking about?
Yes.
Flow.
Flow is a video game as well.
Not the flow we're talking about.
Yes, the cat
No,
thing.
no, you're crazy. Look it up and be wrong. Uh, Best animated feature though, and surprisingly, that beat out the latest Wallace and Gromit movie, which is quite surprising.
Really?
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit obviously took home all the UK awards, but Flow won at the Oscars. Dune Part 2, have you heard of that one?
Never heard of it. Okay,
No.
it's just another similar cat game that exists. Continue.
Yeah, I told you. You're thinking of Stray, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah. Wow. Dune Part 2 picked up Best Visual Effects and Best Sound.
Yep.
Um, and I didn't put it on there, but also mention oh god, I've forgotten the film I mentioned earlier that I just watched, A Real Pain.
Yes.
Kieran Culkin, Best Supporting Actor.
And he also got another kid out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's apparently had a conversation with his wife that if he ever won an Oscar, they could have 4 kids.
Yes. So
And,
he
he
got
said that
lucky
on
that night,
stage.
folks.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Woo!
Adrian Brody has also picked up for Best Actor for The Brutalist and did a super long speech on the stage, which annoyed a few people. And we also had Adam Sandler doing a skit with the host Conan O'Brien. That's right, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did his little skit and then walked off. So yeah, no slapping this year from anyone.
So anyway, John Cena turned heel.
Yeah, we should put that in the news, man. That was big. That was huge. That certainly shook up the internet. John
He
Cena
did.
going heel. It says everyone's saying the first time in what 22 years.
Yeah, it felt like the Hulk Hogan turn a
Yeah,
lot. Yeah.
yeah, definitely, absolutely, and yeah, it's made WrestleMania a bit more exciting for me, just to see what they do with it. Yeah, I think they worked it really well. We also got a trailer for The Bondsman coming to
Yes.
Amazon Prime, which I'd never heard about until you sent it to me.
And it actually makes Kevin Bacon look like a badass.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it looks pretty damn good. I believe that's a series, not a movie. Am I right?
Yes, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really hard to tell by the trailer, isn't it?
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. I'd never heard of it. So,
It didn't say necessarily on the ad. It just said The Bondsman, and then yeah.
who knows? I forgot to mention Trick or Treat Studios did a whole slew of announcements of
Oh
something they
my
show.
god, is it just insane?
Yeah, the big one for me was they are releasing figures based on the movie The Gate.
They are
So
releasing
we're gonna
figures
get.
based on the Crow comic book rather than the movie.
Oh, really? Well, there you
Yes.
go. We're getting more Killer Clowns. We're getting more Hellraiser stuff. But for me, the big one was The Gate. Super looking forward to seeing. They showed like a prototype of the minion from The Gate, which looks super cool. And oh yeah, they're also doing stuff from Trick or Treat.
Don't you have to order like 6 of those minions though for it to make sense?
I guess so, yeah, because there's a lot of them in the movie. There's not one specific one in the movie, is there?
Yeah.
But I have a minion made by someone whose name I've forgotten. Nightmare Reality Studio is a guy on Facebook years and years ago. So yeah, but what a movie! We should probably review that one day. In sad news though, Gene Hackman passed away.
Murder.
The age of 95. Yeah,
Now, we don't know if it was murder. I mean, it looks like it maybe be carbon monoxide, but we don't know shit. For all we know, it was a grand conspiracy to take out the old guy.
Yeah, I read they don't think it is carbon monoxide. There was no levels in the house.
Oh shit!
So I've been trying to keep track of it. So the latest
It
is
was the
he
guy
passed
on the
away.
grassy knoll
He was found dead with his wife in their house
and dog.
and I believe the dog as well.
Who
Yep,
would have done such a thing?
they were in separate rooms in the house.
Yeah,
And the wife apparently was found in the bathroom on the floor, and there was like pills
I guess they
everywhere.
can't do approximates of time of death. Probably,
Yeah,
you know what
apparently
I mean?
there's pills everywhere.
Huh?
He'd knocked over some pills on it. So there's a lot of theories going around, like
And
maybe
there
he.
was a 30-year difference between them in age. He's in his 90s.
He's 95. I think she
60s
was
he was?
65. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what an actor! He's been in such. Well, I mean, obviously he's been retired since
Fucking Lex
2004.
Luthor, my dude.
Yeah, well that. But I always think of The Quick and the Dead.
Ah.
Dan Raymer, he's DiCaprio's dad, isn't he? Like the bad
Royal
evil dad.
Tenenbaum?
Oh yeah, of course, Royal Tenenbaums. Yeah, Yeah, he's done so much good stuff, so much good stuff. So real shocking, and just the shocking way it's happened as well. I'm sure the truth will come out.
Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully, they
It's
get
even
down to the dirty of it, and then we're able
yeah,
to get some truth out of this and some transparency.
yeah,
Paul,
yeah.
what are you recommending this week, pal?
Okay, so I want to go. This is a film that really surprised me. I watched this on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It is also available on Tubi or Tubby, however you say it,
Yep.
Tubi, and it is 2019's Tales from the Lodge.
What's that about?
Yeah, well, think of it as a British Tales from the Crypt.
Ah.
Basically, it's a group of friends. They all drive out to this lodge one weekend to uh, not celebrate the passing of their friend, to commemorate the passing of
Hmm.
their friend, to spread his ashes at his favourite spot.
Hmm.
And they all meet up out there. They've all grown up a bit, um, and things go awry. Basically,
Ooh.
the way it is, like it's a comedy, it's kind of comedy horror, but it's a comedy horror anthology. So very much Tales from the Crypt style. It's one main story about them arguing and getting on with each other and grieving over their friend. But they also each of them tells their own story, like to scare each other. So these little stories are what makes it the anthology. And the film just completely surprised me. I mean, it was made in 2019. I'd never heard of it, and it just popped up on my Amazon Prime. It's got some famous faces from the UK. It's got Johnny Vegas, who's a famous comedian over here. There's a few other famous faces as well, which probably you wouldn't know who they are in America, but it was very good, very very good. Um, One of the stories was a bit of a parody of the Lost Boys. So Johnny Vegas is dressed up as Kiefer Sutherland, which is quite funny. So that's what sort of adds the humour. But pretty shocking ending, which I did not see coming. So yeah, I'm guessing it's on Tubi in America, and
Hmm.
I highly recommend it.
I'll check it out.
Hmm.
So I think I might have mentioned this film last episode briefly. If you're a fan of Hellboy or the Hellboy comics more specifically, definitely
Never.
recommend that you go out and watch this. This is on
Hmm.
Amazon Prime for free. This is Mike Magnola's Drawing Monsters. Kind of tells you his story and kind of the empire that he's grown now with the Hellboy franchise, the Magnolaverse, some call it.
Hmm.
Really, really cool look at him. He's a very interesting guy, very talented. I'm a really big fan of his Batman work, and I really do also love Hellboy.
Hmm.
So if you are interested in that stuff and learning a little bit more about the mind behind the Red Man, yeah, go give that a watch.
Yeah, man, sounds good.
Paul, what's next week's episode reviewing?
Unfortunately, you've got my choice,
Yes.
as you did yours last time. Uh, I kind of looked at my shelf of movies. This film is still sealed on my shelf.
I see.
It's a 4K I picked up last year,
Hmm.
mid last year, and it's a really good reason for me to crack it open and watch it. I've seen the film before. I've seen the film several times. I've had it on different discs and releases. The film I'm talking about is 1981's Burial Ground,
Mm.
aka Burial Ground Nights of Terror, aka Zombie Free, but not the Zombie Free that everyone knows. It's one of those crazy Italian,
Yeah,
I think it's Italian and
it
French
is.
cross movies. It's wild, it's dubbed, funny. It's got some amazing zombies in it. And I don't believe you've ever seen it, have you, TJ?
No, dude.
So that'd be good. That'd be interesting. I love the film. It's so silly, but also it's got some good gore and all that as well.
Mm.
So yeah, that is going to be next week's episode.
Awesome. I always love
Hmm.
dipping my toes back into Italian cinema. It's always
Hmm.
quite the treat. But I just want to say thank you for all tuning in to another episode of Celluloid Psychosis. It's been an absolute doozy. And if you like this episode and want to listen to other ones just like it, head on over to www.projectlouder.net or anywhere else you consume audio only content. I have been your host, TJ Bowser, and that is Paul Ashford. I will see you guys next week. Tally ho!
Goodbye.